Hi, everybody. It is Thursday, which means it is weigh-in day for me. So let's take a look at what happened on the scale this week. Well, hi, everybody. Hello from sunny, hot southwestern Utah. Um, it's Thursday. I had changed my weigh-in day this month back to Thursday. Oddly enough, that's what my original weigh-in day was when I first started Weight Watchers years ago. Um, so if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Sue, hence the name Sue Slims Down. I am on an adventure to lose close to 150 pounds total. We'll see where my body likes things. So let me give you a backstory here. Uh, Last week, I had a loss. Uh, I don't remember what my total, 2.3, I think was my loss last week. It was my third loss in a week, or in a month in a row. Third, 3 in a row. All right, so last Thursday, I'm looking at my thing here. I weighed in at 223.8, which was a loss of 2.3. And I kind of had set a goal for myself to lose between 1 and 2 pounds every single week. And I was mostly right on plan. This past week, there were a couple days where I veered off. Typically on Sundays, I don't count points. Um, there's really no rhyme or reason to why I don't count points on Sundays. I work here at the campground 10 to 6 on Sundays. And my normal schedule is I work in housekeeping half of the day, and then the other half of the day I work in the office. This is zero sugar A&W root beer. Um, I like to have like a sweet treat once a day, and I've been going back to Diet Pop. Now I know about Diet Pop. I know that sometimes it's good, sometimes it isn't, but I like it really cold, which is why I have it on a lot of ice. And I sip on it for a long time, except for right now, it's hot. My air has been going all day long, and I just turned it down or turn the air up a little bit so I could do this video without it kicking in all the time. But highs have been up to 100 degrees. I've been really thirsty. So, if you can hear that, that's how loud my air conditioner is. So, anyway, this is zero sugar A&W. I know it's got sodium in it. I do. After I am done with this bottle of A&W root beer, I drink an entire big, huge Stanley cup full of water. So I'm well aware of the good, the bad, and the ugly of diet soda. Anyway, I was pretty good on plan. Now, I wasn't perfect. As you know, I simplified my meal plans to where I picked out, I think, three different meals for each meal time. So 3 different breakfasts, 3 different lunches, 3 different dinners, and then mix my snacks up. I do work snacks into my meal planning. So, and like I said, typically on Sundays I don't count points, uh, and there's really no reason why I don't. I think it's because it's my first hard day. I mean, it's one of the harder days at work because I do a lot of housekeeping stuff on Sundays. So it doesn't make any sense, but in my mind it does. However, I'm putting an end to that because what has been happening is that on Sundays I'll order DoorDash, And I mean, sometimes it's not bad. I'll order a pizza every now and again, or a couple tacos. So, but I'm spending way too much money. So I sat down with my budget book, and for me, my budget and staying on my uh, diet plan go hand in hand. So I have been off budget a few days this week, and I've been off meal plan. But anyway, I want to show you now the results of my weigh-in today. Remember, I kind of set a goal of losing between 1 and 2 pounds every single week. So here are my results from today. Okay, not the 2 pounds I had hoped for, but 1.3. It's still a loss. It's still within the range that I had set for myself. So I'm pretty pleased with this. Uh, I do want to tell you, though, one of the things I'm most pleased about is so far for the month of July, my total weight loss is 8.3 pounds. I haven't had a month like this in a very long time. So this is kind of keeping me motivated to keep on keeping on, because the more success you have, the more you want. So 8.3 pounds for the month of July, and July is not over with yet. I will have a true month-to-month weight on Tuesday. So a friend today asked me what I contributed my success to. And my immediate answer was I simplified my meal plans and I stuck to the meal plans for the most part. I'm sure had I not gone off a couple days, I would have made that 2 pound mark. But that's just the cold hard fact is that I made a meal plan and I stuck to it. So I told you a couple weeks ago that I was simplifying things, and that has really, really helped more than I imagined it would. So I am so grateful that I found that website, that Simple Nourished Living, where she talks about how she chooses just what I'm doing. I'm doing what she's doing. Where she chose, just one or two things that she was going to eat throughout the week. And the first week I did it, I remember I thought I'm going to get bored with this, but I didn't because I wasn't having the same thing every single day. Um, for instance, today I had an English muffin with a PB2 and a banana. Now that doesn't sound like a lot, but I had it with my coffee that has fat-free half and half in it, and it was enough. So every other morning this week, that's what I'm having for breakfast. It's easy for me. I know what I'm going to have. It's really handy, quick to fix. Some days I'm having, one of my favorite things lately, and I don't know why I'm on this kick, is that I'll have two hard-boiled eggs and two of the Wasa, it's WASA, uh, bread crisps, and I spread a Laughing Cow wedge on each of those bread crisps. And with my coffee, that's a breakfast for me. Super, super simple, and I can take that to work with me. So those are the two things that I'm having all week. So I'm alternating every other day, and that's why I'm not getting bored. It's because I'm not eating the same thing day in and day out. I mean, yes, I'm having the same things all week long, but to me it doesn't seem like it because it's not. I'm there's never 2 days in a row where I have the same thing. So my lunches this week are a sandwich that I'm making with the Oscar Mayer oven roasted turkey breast and on some Sara Lee bread. I put some Miracle Whip Life on it, a slice of Velveeta, and some cucumber slices. That's my lunch. And I will have a big glass of water or a diet soda with it. Uh, and then another lunch I'm having is the low-fat cottage cheese. And I couldn't find sugar-free pineapple slices, which is what I really wanted, or pineapple chunks. But I did find one of my subscribers suggested those Dole fruit bowls that have zero sugar. I did find peaches. So I like peaches and cottage cheese. So that's what I'm having for one of my lunches. One of those Dole bowls with a half a cup of cottage cheese, low-fat cottage cheese. The Walmart here in this town does not carry fat-free cottage cheese. It doesn't carry fat-free much of anything. So, um, and those are the two lunches I'm alternating this week. And that's, for me, that's easy because I can fix it the night before and take it to work. Uh, Days that I do housekeeping, I come home to eat lunch. Like tomorrow, I will come home to eat lunch because I have a couple of hours of housekeeping and then I close in the office tomorrow. So, and then turkey burgers, where I'm using, well, I may have to modify this one. My Walmart doesn't always have the 99% fat free Jenny O. It's got the 93% and the 90%. So, I don't really care for the 93% ground turkey. It's weird, isn't it? Uh, if they have it in over the weekend, I'll pick up some. But I was at Walmart today and they didn't have it again. So, but I do have turkey burgers, and I've been using a keto hamburger bun. That's 1 point that I found at Walmart. I like them, and they fill me up, and they taste just like a regular hamburger bun. Uh, my home canned green beans and some tomato and onion slices. So that's a meal for me this week. And then I have some hot dogs that I have. They're turkey hot dogs that I'm going to have with some green beans and some rice cauliflower. One dinner is going to be a turkey taco salad. Now I do have a couple bags of frozen turkey meat in in the freezer that I'll use up. I'm really hoping that they get the Jenny-O back in. So that's all. I mean, that's what I'm alternating this week. Cool thing about it is that my grocery list is never very long. So I was in and out of Walmart today, within 20 minutes. Uh, and I'm spending less on food. So that's another reason why I'm getting rid of the DoorDash on Sunday nights because I don't want to spend any more money on food. Uh, from now until I go home, my goal is to get my credit cards, if not paid off, at least paid way down. Because as you know, when I get home, I got wedding stuff to to start doing. So I'm so sorry I look like this. This is like oh, it's not pajamas. It's one of those tops you wear outside. But it's been so hot. I thought this is the first I've had it on this year. So anyway, simplifying my meal plans is what has really helped me this month. I started doing this at the beginning of July, and I'm down 8.3 pounds just by simplifying, not having to come up with something huge every night. I have to tell you, the other thing is I realized, and this was a couple weeks ago, beginning of July, when I was looking at my finances, looking at what I had here, the food that I brought with me. I've been acting like I'm on vacation, which was why I was having difficulty losing weight. Now, it's true, I'm not in my home state of Ohio right now. Uh, I'm not going to be there until the beginning of November. Maybe the last week of October I'll get home. Not sure yet. But in May, I'm coming back out here. So I'm going to spend next summer out here in the same place. I'm not moving my trailer back to Ohio. I'm keeping it here for the winter. But I've been acting like I'm on vacation when really I should just be realizing this is my summer home, at least for this summer and next summer. This is where I'm living for the summer. I'm living and working. I'm really not on vacation. Yes, I have time off. I have days off where I can go exploring, although this week I couldn't. Yesterday and the day before, it rained all day, both days. And they were having flash floods in the canyons. So I wasn't about to get into that. And next week on my days off, they're predicting rain all 3 days again. Today it wasn't raining, but it was super, super. So I'm just living in a different place for the summer or for 6 months. So 6 months here, I'll be home for 6 months, and then I'm coming back here. So I'm not really on vacation. I have a job out here. I work 4 days a week, and but my mindset was that I'm on vacation. So it's not gonna hurt to be on vacation once in a while, and not stick to plan all the time. But that wasn't working for me. So once I grasped onto the fact was that no, you're not on vacation. You're just out here working in a different spot. You're not in a school now working. You have a different job, and this is the location you're in, and you're in your summer house. You have all the things you need here for your to be a home. And so once I wrapped my head around that and started thinking, that's right. I'm just here living in a different spot for the summer. That helped me start getting things back on plan. And then, like I said, simplifying my meal plan and sticking to the meal plan is what has worked for me in the month of July so far. So I know not anything earth shattering. This is stuff you probably all know. So anyway, 1.3 pounds this week. I'm hoping next Thursday to stay within that 1 to 2 pounds a week. I don't think that is unreasonable. It's not trying to lose massive amounts of weight quickly, but slowly but surely, it's going to come back off. Uh, it's interesting that the Weight Watchers app for this week is talking about looking back at the past and seeing what worked in the past to help you move to the future. Something like that. I do read that. I don't do a video on what the meeting highlights are because there's a million people that do that. So I go into the content here, discover content, and I guess this week's was are the people in your life hurting your progress? Well, for me, no, unless I'm looking at me because I'm the only one hurting my progress. I'm not around a lot of people right now. So it must have been last week's that talked about that. Oh, week 1 for July was how the past can set you up for your future success. I do that a lot. I reflect on the past. I reflect on what helped me be successful in the past. The one thing I haven't quite come up with yet is why I allowed myself to gain the weight back that I did. Uh, I don't know if I just went through a period of complacency or that maybe that was the grief showing back up again, or sometimes I was just a lazy butt. Maybe a combination of all three of those things. I don't know. But I do know that when I was successful, I had a meal plan and I stuck to it. I would look at my refrigerator every day, saying, okay, this is what I'm having. You're here. And before I went to bed at night, I would get my stuff ready for the next morning. So that's what I'm doing now, and it seems to be working. Anyhow, that's about it. Nothing too exciting going on here. Campground flooded a little bit yesterday, just because it was raining all day. Uh, like I said, I haven't done much with my Wandering Weight Watcher series this summer because it's been too dang hot to go out and do stuff. So hopefully, once August hit, it's going to start cooling. I'm told it's going to start cooling down for the end of August, and make things a little bit more pleasurable to go outside and do some things. So I'm kind of backloading my summer adventures, sort of like what I did last summer, actually. Waiting for the cooler weather to get here, and then try to get out on some hikes. Um, Today, I probably could have gone out on a hike, but I had stuff I wanted to get around here. I got a sweeper, a vacuum. Um, just before I left to come out here, my home vacuum broke. I was going to bring it with me, but I had one of those things that I ordered off of Amazon that were supposed to, help get the dog hair up off the carpet. It really does work, but I decided to go and get a vacuum just to get this stuff, make it a little bit more pleasurable in here. Molly doesn't like the vacuum, but my couch looks a lot better. So now I just have to figure out where I'm going to put it. I'm out of space in here. So one thing I'm going to be doing in the next coming weeks is that I'm going to go through my closet, everything that I brought to wear. Most of it I haven't touched it. I did the same thing last year. Last year, after I moved down into the reunion hall, I kept everything in my suitcase, and when I went home, there was stuff in there that I had never taken out of my suitcase to wear. So now I put everything in my little closet spaces in my bedroom here, and there's stuff in there that I have not yet touched. Uh, there was I just brought way too much stuff. There was no reason for me to bring 5 sweatshirts. There was no reason for me to bring, like, 4 pairs of the same types of pants. Um, I have a couple pairs of shorts. I've worn those the most, and I brought a whole bunch of shirts that I don't need to have here. So I'm going to start boxing some stuff up and sending them back home. And I think we're just going to send it to my sisters and ask her just to, you know, take them over to my place or leave them at her place until I can get home to get them. But I don't have any more space in here for anything. So now, when I go back home in the fall, I'm not taking much of this with me. I'm leaving most of it here, except for if I have any food items left, I'll take that with me. Um, my spices, I'll probably take back with me, but unless I'm really going to use it back home, it's going to stay here. I don't have to take any of my dishes or silverware or anything here, or because it's stuff that I got specifically for the camper anyway. So that's kind of going through my head now. They asked me a couple weeks ago if I would want to come back here. They kind of made me an offer I couldn't refuse. So I said yes. It's going to save me a lot of money in transportation costs, uh, because I would have to. It costs me a lot of money to come out here just by renting a truck and paying the gas and everything to get the trailer out here, plus my car. So it's going to save me a lot of money. And my son really doesn't have the time. He's getting married in next June, uh, but he, he would have taken the time to come get me if I really pressed him. But I know he doesn't want to take the time off work to come out and get me and to bring me back in the spring. So I have to be back out here May 1st, and it'll just make everything so much easier. Just having to put stuff in my car, and I actually, if I need to, I can ship things out here, and they'll just keep them for me till I get here. But it'll make traveling a lot easier, a lot less expensive. Okay, so you got my weigh-in update, sort of what's coming down the pike for me, and let's hope we have another loss next week. And I may pop on here on the 31st just to tell you what the final monthly weigh-in is. Uh, we'll see. We'll see what the weather's like and what the temperature is and what I'm doing. I think it's Tuesday the 31st, or is it Monday? Oh, let me look here. August. Tuesday's the 1st. So Monday will be my final July weigh-in. Uh, um, if you're new to my channel, I weigh myself every day. Uh, don't try to talk me out of it because I've done it ever since I started Weight Watchers. So, okay, you guys, I'm going to go now. I kind of rambled on. So I will see you at least on next Thursday. It's probably going to be Friday by the time most of you see this. It's 8:30 almost my time. So back east, it's, 10:30. Anyway, you guys have a great night, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.